Small Stories from Life Part 5. Don't take on too much. Life is a to-do list that is always overflowing, and no matter how hard you try, you will never get it all done. Yet so many of us live our lives as if the goal is to get it all done. We go to bed late, wake up early, avoid having fun, and keep our loved ones waiting. Often we convince ourselves that this obsession with to-dos is temporary, that once the task is done, we will feel relaxed and happy again. But in reality, this rarely happens, because when you finish one task, another one will take its place. The nature of a to-do list is that it is always full of tasks to handle, calls to make, projects, appointments, problems to solve, and so on. In fact, many people think that a full work tray is an indispensable factor for success, but that only makes your life always in a state of urgency. No matter who you are and what you are doing, always remember that nothing is more important than your own happiness and peace with the people you love. If you are always obsessed with having to complete everything, you will never feel happy. Therefore, to be able to enjoy life fully and still ensure your work, you must know how to choose the advantages, prioritize your work, and need to immediately solve important or urgent tasks that need to be completed. Otherwise, you can still delay enjoying life. I realized that if I regularly remind myself that the goal of life is not to complete everything but to enjoy what you have achieved, as well as live with full love, then the obsession to get it all done will be much easier to control. Remember that even if you try to work until the end of your life, there will still be a lot of unfinished business, so don't waste any more precious moments of life that are waiting for you to get in tune. Thanks for listening.
Followed by the second story, Don't Interrupt Others. It wasn't until a few years ago that I realized that I often interrupted and finished speaking for others until the end of their sentences. Then I realized that this extremely bad habit not only affects the respect and affection of others for me, but also wastes my own energy when I have to operate and think with two heads at the same time. This communication tendency is very common in busy people, making both sides increase the development speed. As a result, this happens, making both sides easily lose their temper, easily get angry and frustrated with each other. Because then both sides compete to speak first so as not to be interrupted by the other side instead of listening to each other. In fact, the habit of interrupting others is an unconscious habit that is difficult to recognize, so you just need to learn to control yourself to be able to behave properly. Remind yourself before each conversation. If you can learn to wait patiently and listen to the other person until they have finished speaking before taking your turn, you will notice a marked improvement in your communication. Thanks to this simple adjustment, both the person you are talking to and you yourself will feel much more comfortable. When both of you feel listened to politely and with mutual respect.
Followed by the third story, Doing Good Deeds Silently. Helping others is a noble deed, but often when doing a good deed, many of us tell others about our good deeds, secretly looking for praise or recognition to show kindness to others, making us feel that we are noble people and therefore we also deserve to be treated well. Wanting to be recognized by others is a legitimate thing. But have you ever enjoyed the wonderful feeling of doing good deeds silently without needing any praise? It is truly a miracle for the soul. So don't ruin that wonderful feeling every time you do good by showing off to others, but keep those positive feelings for yourself. Giving without expecting anything in return is the greatest reward for you.
Followed by the fourth story, Living in the Present. In a sense, peace of mind is measured by the ability to adapt to the present. Regardless of what happened yesterday and what may happen tomorrow, you are still living in the present, always the same. However, we can easily see that many people often waste time worrying about the future and the past, and the result is only anxiety, discouragement, sadness and more hopelessness. Most of us do not dare to be satisfied with ourselves, do not dare to do the things we like. Do not dare to enjoy the happiness of the present and often think that one day we will definitely be better. Unfortunately, today, the mental motivation that tells you to look forward to the future will be repeated day after day, and so one day will never actually come. My friend once said, Life is what happens while we are busy making other plans. And while we are busy making other plans, our children are also busy growing up. The people we love gradually leave and die. We gradually change and our dreams are always hanging there. In short, we miss the opportunities that life is currently offering us. Many people are living as if life is a dressing up for an upcoming appointment. Life is not like that. In fact, no one can be sure that they will still be like this tomorrow. The present is the only time we have and the only time we can control everything. When we focus on the present, the fear of everything will be pushed back, whether it is money problems, children in trouble, life and death, etc. The feeling of fear seems to be the biggest challenge that people have to learn to overcome, and to fight fear the best way is to be aware of your own existence in the present. My uncle once said, "I have experienced many bad things in life, only a few of them actually happened, so practice living in the present, your efforts will definitely be rewarded."
Followed by the fifth story, you don't have to win at all costs. One of the important questions you can ask yourself is, do I want to be right or do I want to be happy? In many cases, these two things don't go together, and acting like we're always right and everyone else is wrong puts us in a position where we're ready to argue with anyone who doesn't agree with us. And if this continues, it will consume a lot of our mental energy and distract us from the life around us. However, many people still spend a lot of time and effort proving or defending their point of view and claiming that others are wrong. Many people believe that by expressing their own opinions correctly, they will help others correct themselves and learn more. Actually, this is completely wrong. Remember, if you have ever been corrected by someone and you said to them, "Thank you for showing me what I was wrong," or if someone has ever said thank you or even agreed when you disagreed with them or proved you were right and they were wrong. The truth is that most of us do not like to be pointed out by others. People always want to be listened to and recognized by others. Therefore, a person who knows how to listen is often loved and respected. People who have a habit of disagreeing with others often only receive angry reactions and are avoided. However, that does not mean that you are not allowed to defend your position, but you need to express your point of view in a gentle manner. Do not let hasty emotions overwhelm your reason. Create conditions for the other person to finish speaking their point of view, then you present your personal opinion, then you not only carry out your point of view but also do not put others down. Make others enjoy the joy of shining. Get rid of the habit of always thinking you are right, don't impose. Be open, people around you will feel more comfortable, trust and open up to you. You will have great joy when helping others be happy. Here we would like to end this story. Thanks for listening. Hello and see you again in Small Stories of Life Part 6.